to PBW Online Learning. So today I am your lecturer. I'm teacher Michelle S. Camba. So our subject for today is science. But before we will go on to our topic, which is scientific method, I will discuss first a brief history about science. So let's try to define science. As you can see on the image, we have here the image of the galaxy. And another one is the image of the universe. What can you see on this image? Okay, very good. We can see here stars, planets, galaxies, and other objects in the outer space. Now let's define science. Science can be defined as the study of the universe. Of course, science comprises the things around us, not only on our planet, but also on the outer space. The first one is science. It is organized body of knowledge. When we say body of knowledge, it studied the facts and the truth. Science is a systematic study. When we say systematic, it follows the procedures and process. The next one is science is also an observation and experiment. Of course, you need to study and observe to discover the answer to your questions. As you can see here, this is an image or example of a tree with many branches. Just like science, it has many branches, but I will give to you some of it. These are some branches of science. We have 5. Namely, we have chemistry, physics, biology, earth sciences, and space sciences. The first one is biology. When we say biology, it comes from the 2 Greek words which are bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. So when we combine biology, biology means the study of life. It also studies the evolution, anatomy, and genetics, and many more that are combined with life. So biology is life itself. The next one is earth science. So coming from the word earth, what are the things that you can see inside the earth? So the earth has water and land. Now what is earth science? Earth science is earth systems. There are 4 branches of earth science. We have the astronomy. When we say astronomy, these studies the objects beyond the earth. When we say beyond, outside the planet earth. The next one is meteorology. When we say meteorology, it studies not the meteor but the weather. The next one is geology. When we say geology, it studies the earth. The next one is oceanography, which studies the earth's oceans. Not only inside the ocean, but can be the plants and the fishes inside the ocean. The next one is physics. When we say physics, it studies the universe. What are the objects that can be found in the universe? The next branch is chemistry. When we say chemistry, as you can see on the picture, we have there the elements, compounds, and its symbols. The next one is space science. When we say space science, these are the objects that can be seen outside the planet Earth. Okay, our main topic for today is all about the scientific method. When we say scientific method, there are 5 processes or procedures in scientific method. The first one is asking questions. The second one is predicting the answers. Third one is gathering information. The fourth one is studying the information. And the last one is drawing of conclusions. Now let's study them one by one. Let's start with the number one, which is the asking of questions. In this image, there are many questions here on the planet Earth. But I can give you an example. For example, we have a question about the ice cream. How the ice cream melts. These are sample questions about the ice cream. What makes ice cream melt slower? The next one is, how long does it take ice cream to melt? Another one is it safe to eat melted ice cream? Another question is, why can birds fly? The next one, why do dogs bark? And the last one is, why do snakes stick out their tongues? The number two process of scientific method, which is predicting the answers. When you predict the answers, of course, you have a notion in your mind or ideas on what is the answer to your questions. The number one question is, what makes ice cream melt? So when we predict the answer is, maybe it's because of the temperature or because of the air. The number two question is, how long does it take an ice cream to melt? And when we predict the answer, maybe 40 seconds or 1 minute. The third question is it safe to eat melted ice cream? And then the guess is, maybe yes or maybe no. Then the third process of scientific method, which is the gathering of information. When we gather information, maybe we go to the field or we go with our friends to make an idea to write on the notebook. So that's why we gather information. We can also read books for more information to gather. The next one process is to study the information. Of course, when we study information, we need to accompany of our friends. The next one is the drawing of conclusions. So these are the answers that we had found from the informations that we have studied. This will be the final answer to our questions, the drawing of conclusions. Okay, did you use the scientific method in your daily life? For me, yes, because every day we have many questions and many answers to be revealed. Okay, for example, this boy. The boy is questioning what is in the gift box. Did this use the scientific method? Yes, because it used the number one, which is the asking of questions. So it is scientific method. The next one is the girl is sleeping. Does it use the scientific method? The answer is no, because the girl is just sleeping. The next one is the girl is writing on the notebook. The fins and tails of fish are used for swimming. Does this use the scientific method? Yes, because it used to draw a conclusion. The girl has now an idea that the fins and tails of the fish are used for swimming. Okay, the next one is the ladybug's wings are black and red. Does it use the scientific notation, the scientific method? Yes, because the boy is studying the information. The next one is, let's define scientific method. Scientific method. Scientific method are the steps to find out answers. Now, we have the next one is to discover in a scientific way. When we say scientific way, It is a process and procedures to find the answer for our questions. Okay, just like the scientific method is the ladder. When we say ladder, it has a step-by-step process. We cannot go to the second step on the ladder when we cannot step on the first one. So just like the scientific method, it is compared to ladder. Okay, the first one is asking questions. We observe things around us. When we ask questions, we get the ideas of others or we explore our surroundings. The next one is the predicting of the answers. Guess the possible answer by using the information you have, then find out the correct answer. You try to guess or discover the answer to your questions. The next one is the gathering of information. You observe, discover, and investigate the other ways and record your findings. When we say observe, you see the surroundings. If this, you can gather information into it. The next one is discover. When you say discover, you explore the surroundings. The next one is study the information that you have gathered. You can work in group so that your ideas will come out into an answer. The next one is the drawing of conclusions. When we say drawing of conclusions, we check to see if the answer we guessed and result we are same, then we draw a conclusion, meaning to say this is the final idea to your questions or the final answers to your questions. The next one, this is an example. For example, we study the red ants. The first thing to do is to ask a question about the red ant. What does a red ant look like? And then we predict the answer. A red ant has a red body with feelers and wings and 4 legs. The next one is to gather the information. We observe that the red ants on the mango tree, we use a magnifying glass to see their bodies up close. We record what we find and search for more information from other sources. So this one is the red ants. The next one is to study the information. The information that has studied is we study the information and find that the red ants live on trees. A big check on it. Then the next one is they have a red body. Check. The next one is with mandibles, feelers, and 6 legs but do not have wings. So the red ants do not have wings and it has 6 legs but not 4 legs. And the last one is the drawing of conclusions. From the study, the red ants have a red body with mandibles, feelers, and 6 legs but not 4, and they do not have wings. The ants have no wings. So this is the ant. So these are the 5 scientific methods that we have learned today. We have the asking of questions, the predicting of the answers, gathering information. The 4th one is the studying of information. And the last one is the drawing of conclusions. So that ends our lesson for today. Thank you and God bless.